there's no fire. She could be a little trouble to get started. I'm glad we caught it. All right, while she's warming up, this thing is usually hard to start when it's cold out. And while we are not necessarily cold right now, it was down in the low 40s last night. Chances are that engine block is still resting comfortably around that low 40s mark. Let's see what we'll have here. Time to get a booster box. Hey. All right, well, before I run back to get the booster box, I might as well throw the hose in here and get it filling, because we are going to be spraying quite a bit today. So what we're doing today is known as burn down. So basically, well, I can show you this little field here. You can see there's a lot of chickpea and weeds, grass, just a little bit of everything growing in there. And we could till that and till it once, wait a little while, about half of it will die, till it again, wait a little while, and then till it a third time, and usually the third pass will clean it all up pretty good and you're ready to plant. But that takes diesel fuel, that's wear and tear on equipment. So it's actually more time beneficial and cost beneficial to just go ahead and spray everything. And we spray it with a combination of Roundup and 2,4-D. Roundup for the grasses and 2,4-D for any hollow stem weeds. So if you were to go up to, say, chickpea and break it open, break the stem open, it's hollow inside. Well, Roundup, because of how the plant metabolizes it, Roundup doesn't typically travel very well through that plant's biology down to the root system. And that's how Roundup works. It gets taken into the plant, metabolized, and then it goes down to the root system and kills the plant. 2,4-D works kind of in a different manner. There are multiple groups of herbicides, and I don't know the group rating of 2,4-D. I'm not an expert on that stuff. Somebody could probably chime in with the comments below and tell us. But my understanding of 2,4-D is it essentially gets sprayed on the vegetative portion of the stemmy plant and will actually kill the upper portion of the plant, and it doesn't get transferred to the roots. But by killing the upper portion of that plant, photosynthesis can no longer take place and the roots die. That's my understanding of it. Again, not an agronomist, I'm not a herbicide specialist. I just know that this is what we do to pretty much kill any and everything that happens to be in the field. Roundup for the grasses and 2,4-D for everything else. The sprayer needs a boost in the morning. I'll make a bet with you. With that boost box on there, I bet it only turns over twice and starts right away. No takers? Let's see. All right, it might have been 3 times. It might have been 3. So basically that tote there on the back of the truck has a small pump on it, and we can pump out however much Roundup we need, and that's what's in that tank is Roundup. To do 8 gallons per acre of spray, I can cover 52.5 acres with 420 gallons of water. That's all my sprayer will hold. So we do a quart to the acre of Roundup, which gives us just a touch over 13 gallons. It comes out to being 13.125 gallons. There's a meter on the side of that tank I'm watching. We're up to 6.5 gallons now. And once that meter reaches 13.1, I'll shut it off. That's close enough. Some people spray more Roundup than that. Some people don't. I figure if you got good sunlight and somewhat mild temperatures, it's in the mid to upper 50s today. The plant's metabolism is fast enough that a quart usually takes care of everything we need it to. If it was earlier in the year and it was still cold, I'd probably bump it up to 1.25 quarts or 1.5 quarts. We are far enough along in the season that we can back our rates down a little bit, save money, don't put as much chemical out. And while we got rid of those other discs, I'm not exaggerating, bouncing up and down in this chair. This is how rough those other discs left cornfields and the corn shucks. This is how rough it gets. This is why we upgraded it to land all. Not only is it very tiresome for the operator, which is 100% of the time me spraying, but it's also bad on our equipment. All this beating and banging with all the weight of the chemicals and the water on this sprayer is going to take its toll. So, yeah. Thank God I've only got 50 acres of this. Well, this 50 acres is done and sprayed. We're filling the sprayer back up. And what I'm going to do is leave the sprayer here full of solution, and I'm going to take the trailer to my farthest farm away that I plan to spray, and Miss Shorebilly is going to pick me up and bring me back to the sprayer. That way I can take this tank and spray the 2 fields on my way out to the farthest away. By that time I should have like 50 gallons or so left in the sprayer. Then when I'm done spraying those 2 fields, I can go out and spray the farthest field and fill up at the sprayer right there. I don't have to drive the sprayer back and forth so much, because you know the truck goes 40 mile an hour and the sprayer goes 15. So I don't want to have to drive that sprayer back and forth on the road more than I have to. Oop, just about full. And I'll have plenty of water. There's 800 gallon. That 800 gallon will be more than enough to spray the last 2 fields I've got with what'll be left in the sprayer. So yeah, let's do it. Let's boogie. You see all that come out, there was little to no chemical in that at all. That's all water, because the chemical had been blown into the sprayer prior, and then we were topping off the sprayer with just pure water out of the tank. So anytime you see us disconnect from the sprayer like that, that's not chemical going down on the ground. I mean, there could be tiny little amounts of like residual chemical in there, but I mean, it is 99.99999% water. Like I said, we don't do things to be malicious. We don't want to waste chemical because it costs us money. No jokes. I know what you're thinking. Hey, sweetheart, I'm getting ready to leave here and head out to 610.
Okay, I'll meet you over there. Do I go?
Yeah, I'll be right in front of Lacey's house.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, love you, honey.
Love you too.
Thank you, bye. Thanks, Sweet Pea.
You're so welcome.
Love you.
Love you.
She treats me good, y'all. I got lunch, drink. She came and picked me up. She's a keeper. I'll keep her around for a little while anyway. I gotta eat my lunch on the fly. It's hard to eat when you're in the field bouncing around. So, we eat on the highway. Oh, that? Don't worry about that. We'll touch on that in a little bit. I swear, people leaving their bulldozers in the way, don't they know I got to spray? That's coming in a future episode. You just have to wait and see, I guess. See, when the fields are in good shape and nice and smooth like this, we can run 11, 12 miles an hour. And with 60-foot booms, it don't take long to cover some acreage. So hopefully, next year when we're spraying burn down on land that we've landalled, use that high-speed disc over, it'll be a lot smoother for me. But we're cooking right now. But then we got to go in through all the ruts that bean harvest left us. This is always fun. The creek's flowing. She's back. With kids. Hey, kiddos.
Hi, Daddy.
Thank you for coming pick me up. You look tired, son. Well, that wraps up another day here on Delmarva. 170 acres sprayed and done. I'm a tired puppy. Been beating and banging around in that sprayer for a while. But with that, we're just about home, so me and old rickety-tickety fire truck are gonna put it up for the night. And that's going to do it for us today. That's all we get able to get to, but y'all take care and thank y'all for watching. Goodbye from Delmarva. Shorebilly Farmer, out. So here's a fun Shorebilly fact for you all that you didn't know. My wife's maiden name is Kuta, K-U-T-A. Her and her family are full Czech. Well, my name is Richard. Her nickname in school and college was Cooter. What's the nickname for Richard? So it was and Cooter. I'm not going to say everything because I try to keep this family friendly, but for those of you that are old enough and know what the nickname for Richard is, just picture the nickname for Richard and Cooter. We actually have that on shirts. Yeah, we're that kind of family.